Hello guys, this phone came in for repair. This is iPhone 12, badly broken. It just keep restarting and losing its power. You can see the back as well, and the battery is looks to me swollen inside. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove the bottom screws. They are rusted and has a lot of dust inside. So first I'm going to clean the dust and then we're going to remove the bottom screws. After removing the bottom screws, we're going to heat up this front face of the screen so we can safely remove the LCD without any damage. This phone, I just purchased this phone for $50 and I have the iCloud locked phone which I purchased last year. So we're going to change the components, like we're going to change the full housing on the phone and we're going to change the battery as well, because battery is pushing on the back and pushing on the front too. So you have to be carefully pry up the screen. After removing the screen, we're going to start working on the other phone, the donor phone, the parts we're taking from. Once we lift up a little bit screen, make sure you lift up the screen with the frame, not just the screen. If you not going to properly remove it, by end up there will be lines on the display and you will be losing your display. So as you can see, I carefully removed the front. Now we going to remove the screen from the motherboard. We're going to, as you can see, the battery is swollen as well. So we're going to remove the plate for the LCD and then we're going to remove the plate for the proximity sensor. Proximity sensor has the 4 screws. And there is there is one more fault too, that the earpiece is not working. So we're going to change the earpiece speaker as well later on. After removing the LCD on the older phone, so this is the newer phone that has the iCloud on it. So all the components are good. The housing is in very good shape, but the only issue is with this phone. This is the 5G phone, which comes in the 5G module phone, which comes only in the US and some certain part of the world. There is one extra flex cable on the right side, which has the extra 5G modules, and there is one small sensor near the proximity sensor. We also don't need that because these are the 2 extra connections made on the motherboard, which the Canadian model does not have those connectors on the motherboard. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut the 5G module cable, because we have no any other option. That we carefully remove the LCD, and now we're going to remove all these small components. We are going to use the original components which came with the phone. We're not going to use the other phone's component, because it is going to be asking the either calibration or is going to be asking in the settings non-genuine part. So it's better to use the original parts. I will show you once I remove the motherboard. I will show you the cable, the extra cable that is going from the right next to the battery is battery top, and then coming towards the right and then going all the way down towards the 5G module. So after disconnecting all the connectors, so we're going to remove the motherboard out. Once we remove the motherboard out, I just rip off the 5G module cable from the motherboard, because this motherboard is no use. We're not going to use that motherboard. Once you once you remove, you can also remove the 5G module carefully, because but for to do that we have to remove the battery as well. So I don't want to touch the battery, that's why I just simply cut the 5G module, and instead of carefully removing that way we can uh, if we carefully remove, that way we can reuse it. But that, as I mentioned, this is iCloud phone, we cannot reuse it. 5G modules, they're not very usable. As you can see, the flex cable is connected on the bottom. I just simply rip off. Because it's soldered on the motherboard. As you can see, I just simply ripped off, and then I'm going to cut it in the middle. See, I removed it, and now we have to separate the power cable flex and the 5G module flex, because they are attached to each other with the double adhesive tape. So I have now the cutter. I just simply see, I just cut it, that's it. That was the flex cable attached to the motherboard. As I mentioned, there is one sensor. I'm going to remove that as well. I will just going to remove in a second. Here, this one sensor. This has a one screw. You can leave that there too, but it's going to take extra space. So the connector, also there is no room for that connector on the Canadian model motherboard. So we're going to transfer, or now we're going to take off the components from the broken motherboard. The broken housing, we're going to change the components towards the new housing. So we're going to remove the motherboard and then all other components, and then we're going to transfer into the good housing. As you can see, there is no 5G module flex cable going on the right side. It's just one cable, that is the power cable flex, that is coming to the motherboard. That's what I am removing right now. That's the cable. And so that's the face ID. You have to be very careful. There is a double adhesive tapes to the flex cables. Carefully remove all the connectors. Do not rip off. Do not rush on them. So the motherboard is out. We're going to install that motherboard into the housing. Do not connect the battery cable. After transferring all these small components from the broken housing to the new housing, we we're going to test everything, all the connections, all the connectors, make sure they are intact, they are not loose. And we're going to install a screen, and then we're going to do all the testing to make sure that everything is working. As I mentioned, there is the earpiece recall on this phone. So the recall is only accepted if the phone is not opened, because I opened it up. They're not going to repair it, but I can fix it myself, because all we have to change is the earpiece speaker. We're going to just change the speaker, not the whole flex, otherwise the Face ID will no longer work. I will make another video for that, how to change the speaker. This phone was having multiple issues. First, it was restarting. That was because of the battery was swollen inside. The earpiece was not working, because this is the recall and common problem on iPhone 12 and 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. All three model has the same issue, and this is done now. We're going to do testing. After testing the phone, and I'm going to put the bottom screws, and this phone is ready to use. And because I changed the battery, now it's going to give me the error message, non-genuine part. What I do the calibration, because this is the original battery, I replaced it. If you had from the iOS 18 has the option to calibrate, and after doing calibration there will be no longer error message come in this setting, that is the non-genuine part. Please guys, if you have any question, like, share and comment below. Please subscribe my channel. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. I'm happy to help you out. Please like my channel, share my channel and subscribe my channel. It gives me motivations to make more videos.